YouTube, it's Maddie, the Empty Nest Scrapper. Welcome to my channel. I'm so glad you stopped by. If it's your first time, I hope you enjoy the content. And if you do, please remember to like, subscribe, leave me a comment, share, all the things that you would do for a YouTuber that you enjoyed. So today I am doing a little bit of an unboxing. I did take this out of the package that it came in on my previous haul video. If you'd like to see that, check my playlist. You can find it quite easily. I recently posted that. And in that haul, I received this Schmincke set of 12 brought to us by Blick. I don't think any other outlet sells that. It's just slightly different than the set of 12 that you can find readily available every place else. Few different colors, but mainly I love this tin. I just am a sucker for a fun and colorful tin. And if you are too, stay a while. Let's see what's inside. I did not even peek in because I waited for you. So today we're going to open that baby up, take a look inside, and do a little bit of swatching. So I have my trusty knife waiting for me. And this is, oh my goodness, so old. A million years ago, I picked that up in a 3-pack on a recommendation from Jennifer McGuire, and that one was a good one. I really enjoy using those retractable knives because I could be hazardous if around the knife and sharp objects, so retractable works great for me. Okay, let's get rid of this outer plastic. See if this slides off, or am I gonna have to cut it off? No, it's a slider. So here you can see how they are. Oops, sorry there. You can see what they're saying the colors will look like. But let's see. No, it was right the first time. So focus, there you go. So as most of us do, I will be swatching that out to find out for myself what it looks like. And I'm gonna take you along for the ride. So let's open this baby up and see how she looks inside. Take a look at this first. Isn't that pretty? Oh, love that. Okay, so this is my first professional Schmincke, and I'm looking forward to playing with it. The case seems really nicely constructed, rounded edges, no Sharpies. And let's see, have we got a swatch chart? It says, looky here, create your own color chart. So I only have a set of 12, but there is room for 24. And look at, isn't that nice that they gave us the swatch ready for us to fill up the entire palette? So I do appreciate that. And here are the cute little half pans. You can see inside this is pretty standard, and those are wrapped up. So I'm gonna have to open those babies individually, and I usually do save that for an additional swatch, which I'll probably do off camera on a different day. But I'm going to take these out and unwrap them, and then give a look-see as to what they look like. So hopefully it won't be too awkward taking out these little half pans, and if it is, I may, reshoot this video after that's all done, because I don't really think you want me fumbling for a good hour or so. I don't know how much fun that is, but here we go. So this thing comes out as mostly they all do, and you can see here, if you didn't want to use that thing, you could put pans in 3 across, and have like 36 half pans if you choose. You could use magnets, of course, and that would be handy if, we'll see how that goes, right? So I'm going to open these guys up, and what you really need to do is bend everything. These are nice and sturdy. I have opened these up before in other brands, but these are super sturdy, and I think I needed just a little bit more wiggle room, so taking it out works for me pretty well. So this I'm done with. Gonna let that go. Gonna put this aside so it doesn't get wet, and let's unwrap these babies. See how that goes. So some of the newer some of the newer wrappers, well, actually I'll take this back out. Some of the newer wrappers do a tearaway. These seem to be more of the older style. I'll show you in a little bit how I keep these. Wait a second, will this slide through? No. How I kind of like to keep these for reference. So just gonna see if I could possibly not kill myself while unwrapping these with a knife. So let's see. This color is, this color is marked, and it's lemon yellow. The mark has numbers though. It doesn't say lemon yellow. It says like 14, 215. And here you can see this wrapper says 215. And this says also 215, the lemon yellow. So I saved these wrappers because they do give the information with light fast ratings and pigment numbers. I do need my readers to take a look at that. But for now, we're just gonna line them up and unwrap them. I may not even bother. We'll see. Maybe I'll put them back in, maybe I won't. But I'm going to unwrap them and then swatch them out with you. If you want, you can speed this up because I can't imagine how this would be interesting. I was not prepared that they were going to be wrapped. Typically, the most current watercolors I have been picking up have not had wrappers anymore. So let's see, that one is cadmium yellow light. And let's see, do I need the knife? Can it be opened another way? Sort of looks like a wrapped like a present, but I think I do need the knife. So let's see if we can move right along. That one opened much easier. Good, good, good. Actually, I can read the colors off here. I'll show you a little bit more about that later. This one is cadmium red light. And that's what that wrapper looks like. Coming out of the tin pretty easily, so that's good. This opened even better. Maybe I just needed to get a little practice. This one is Permanent Carmine. Line those up so you can see. And here's the wrapper with the Permanent Carmine. I know you must be thinking I'm crazy saving these wrappers, but I'm going to show you my swatch book for some of the other colors that had wrappers like this. So not all brands do that anymore. I don't know if it's better or worse, but it is what it is. As I said, this is my only Schmincke, so I don't know if they are all wrapped exactly like that or not. So this one is Prussian Blue, a favorite of mine. Yep, Prussian Blue. This one is going to be Ultramarine Finest. So I don't know if they are, they carry quite a few colors in their range. I don't know if there are a number, there probably are a number of ultramarines. Super popular color. So we'll just line that up here and let you see there. Next up, we have Phthalo Green. Phthalo Green is not one of my faves. I know that you can find Phthalo Green in lots and lots of curated sets like this. At some point, I'll probably add more colors to this, either Schmincke or mix and match different brands, because I've got quite a few, and I may or may not include this Phthalo Green. Phthalo Green is kind of not my fave. I'm more of a sap green kind of a gal, olive green. Let me know what your favorite green is. If you like to paint botanicals, I do like flowers, and sap green is a go-to. I shade sometimes with olive green. I'll mix up whatever because I don't know what I'm doing, but isn't that the fun of it? I'll just, swatch these out for now, play with them a little bit later, and hopefully compare what I've got, find what I like, and maybe just make a palette out of what I already have with all of the favorites. I don't know if any of you like to collect different brands, if you are loyal to one brand. Right now I'm not loyal to any brand because I'm just trying them. So, gee, what color is that now? Oh, transparent orange. I guess if you want an orange, this one is as good as any. Tend to not really have too many oranges. Kind of is not too hard to mix. So orange may or may not be in a palette that I put together eventually, but it could be, because there is transparent orange. After I swatch it, we'll take a look, see if we like it. If we like it, it may stay in the palette. If not, something else could take its place. Oh, here's tried and true. This one is Burnt Sienna. And here's the information if you want to see it. I don't know if you're able to see what's on the wrappers, but if you are someone who likes to look at pigment numbers, see if it's transparent, I believe, although I can't see it, as I said, without my readers. Usually it gives pigment information, whether it's transparent, semi-transparent, semi-opaque. Don't even ask me if there is a difference between semi-transparent and semi-opaque. To me, I can't figure out how those two semis would be different from one another, but apparently the paint companies seem to think that it's a thing, that there's a semi-opaque and semi-transparent, and they're two different things. To me, I'm not sure I could tell one way or the other. Either it's partially transparent or it's not, but you know, that's me. What do I know? So here's the information on that one. Getting to the end, slowly but surely. So if you're hanging in, if you don't want to hang in, just speed it up. We don't mind. I speed everybody up. I guess that when you just want to see what's going to happen, speeding it up is the way to go. So this one is Burnt Umber, another really useful guy. And let you take a look at the information here. And that's a really good landscape color, mixing color, however you want to do it. Here we are finally at the end, Ivory Black. Lots of folks don't really like to have black on their palette. I guess it's another one that can easily be mixed. I kind of lean towards liking a black in my palette, and maybe that's because I'm a newbie, I don't know. But I don't have very many blacks. They don't often come in the sets that I pick up. So some of the student grade sets tend to have a black and a white, but not the professional grade. And this is Schmincke's professional grade, is the Hordam. And I'm glad that they included a black. Very few professional colors, brands also, very few of them, when you pick up a set, very few of them include a white. A white is like the professional painters no, some of them anyway. You hear them saying, I find white useless, I don't want white, I like white. I like light colors, I want white. I know you're supposed to use the white of your paper. I don't care. Right now, I don't care. So there we are, and that is our Ivory Black. So I'm just gonna leave these here for later and let you take a look-see of what I prepared earlier. And I'm gonna go ahead and use what I prepared, even though they gave me a swatch card. I'm gonna hold on to that. I'll definitely use it at some point. But this is what I prepared. Just printed that up on my computer for me to swatch. So I'm gonna put this aside, put these puppies back in since I still have them in order. Oh, I forgot. So if you ever, here's something. If it's your first time using one of these guys, took me a while to figure this out, but you know, I took it out, I bent them all, and I took out all of the half pans. Now, to secure them back in, what do? You squish that down, like tighter than it should be in your mind, and then you have to snap it in. So you snap it in so it stays secure. So even I'll put it in here next to it and slide through. Next one, close that up, put it next door, slide it through. Close it up, put it next door, slide it through. Close it up, put it next door, and so if I have to adjust it, I can tell. These are filled up nice and high. I really like that. nice generous half pans. Sometimes they'll be a little dippy. They won't necessarily have waited till it dried all the way or didn't top it off. And these are filled quite nicely. So I appreciate that. And it's kind of fun, you know, getting it all ready and preparing to see what the colors look like. I won't be able to play with them and see how they behave, you know, when we're painting with them. But gotta start somewhere, and I'm glad you're here to start somewhere with me. So here comes the last of them. Getting a little bit excited to play because I'm almost there. Was able to keep them in order. So that's good. And pretty much ready for them to be put back in their palette home. So they're all snapped in, snappity snap. See if they are all secure. Looks good, or at least good enough for me just now. Let's see. Yep, they're fine. Okay, let's take you home. Put you back in this beautiful box. And let the swatching begin. So, yeah. Yep, we're in good. Okay, so this is my swatch card as I showed you. And even though they gave me this lovely 2-page, this is not watercolor paper, I don't think, but I probably will use it when I fill up the rest of these pans someday, I hope. But for right now, I prepared this guy, and I do this for all of my watercolors so I can keep that in there. I'll probably laminate it. This is watercolor paper, 140 pound. And so I'm gonna have one swatch for in here and one swatch for my book. And I thought I'd show you my book. So this is one of my swatch books. Let's see if it's facing the right way for you. So I'll show you. I have different sections in it. I've showed this before on my channel. I've done quite a few videos on organization, but you can see I have different sections, and one of those sections here is paint. The rest are, let's see, so this one is a Wayward swatch chart for an ink pad set that I gifted to my daughter-in-law. So I popped them out. So these are alcohol inks. These are ink pads. These are embossing powders. And here's paint. So I've got here acrylics, just a few. I don't really do acrylics. This is dilutions. This is Dina Wakley. And here starts already my watercolor. So pretty excellent. I think I'm going to gift those away. These are the Kuretake Ganzai Tambi. And these are my Van Gogh 12+3. I love this paint set. I used it quite a bit before I started crazy collecting. So here you can see the swatches when I've glued in these the wrappers. So that's what it looks like. Here's more wrappers. These are Art Whale. That's a another student brand. And here starts my professional. I've got Rosa. I've got Paul Rubens. And these also, they have the wrappers. This way the pigment information is right there. This is my set of core. This is my 18 Holbein. This is my Dan Smith. And this will be for my Schmincke. So I'll put that aside and let the swatching begin. So what I'm gonna do is just put these back in order. Although I do have it listed on that chart later on off camera when I deal with this. It'll be easy for me, and I probably will put together another swatch card. And that one I will put on watercolor paper. Okay, so what do we need? Everybody who's swatched before, first things first, let us bring back the watercolor and wake them up. So we'll see how well they wet, re-wet, whatever you want to call it. And I've got my water. So I keep two. I'm going to put these back aside, but one is for cleaning the brush and one is for picking up pigment. So this is the swatch press I like to use because it's a flat and it'll just fit in the squares easily. It's a Royal Langnickel from, I don't know, a million years ago. No idea if it's a good brush or bad brush. It's the brush I have. And that's what I'm going to use. So I generally do both of the swatches at the same time, and makes it easier for me to go. So let's start with lemon yellow. Let's see if how this picks up. Oh, I forgot to wet my brush. Let's do that again. I'm gonna wet my brush and see how that pigment comes out. Here we go. Am I in frame at all? Let's see. We can make that easier for you to see. So this first one is lemon yellow. So I'm going to blot that a little bit, take a little bit of water, and lighten that up so we can kind of, find out what that's gonna look like when it's muted out a bit. I'm gonna do it properly this time, so I'm gonna put a little water here. Looks like there's still a little lemon yellow there, and just gonna put that pigment down. Pretty color, huh? And see how that lightens up at all. If I can pick any of that up. Dry that brush a bit. So we'll see how that looks when it dries, if it gives me any variation at all. Pick up a little bit more on this one, see if that lightens up, because I do want to see how it is full strength or relatively full strength, and also a little bit muted. But let's see if that works out at all. Okay. Okay, next up, cadmium yellow light. Let's see, cad yellow light. Again, I forgot to put on a little, so So that's a deeper yellow than the first. And let's bring some water here. Pick up a little more water and see what it looks like a little bit muted when it dries. Pick up a little more water. Yeah, I think that's going to give me a nice little gradation to see. That's just some paper towel. Okay, next up, cadmium red light. So far, these are picking up lovely. Put some halfway down over here. So, if you swatch your paints, let me know. Am I doing this wrong? I have no idea what I'm doing. I see people swatching their paints and showing different gradations by using water, and I feel like they must, I don't know if this is the way you're supposed to do it or not. And, you know, is there a right way? Maybe there is, maybe there's not. I don't really know. I always like mess around with it, not sure if that's what you're supposed to do, you're not supposed to do, no idea. Gonna pick some of this up. Any of you have experience with this? Let me know if there's a right way, if there's a wrong way, if this is not the way. So this time I'm going to put a little bit of water right down first, because that's how I think it's more easily done. Put a little water down first, and then I'm going to pick up, this is like a puddle. I don't think I want a puddle. Okay, so 4, 2, 3, 4. Okay. So this is Permanent Carmine. Pretty. Pretty. Yeah. So, yeah, see? Permanent Carmine looks like if you put down the water first, it will give you a little gradation. Maybe. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see. See how Permanent Carmine does up here. Yeah. It is pretty. Very pretty. Yeah. I think I took off too much pigment. Okay. We're just leaving that. Just gonna leave it. 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. Two, 3, 4, 5. So we, next up, Prussian blue. Prussian blue. Next one. Let's see how that goes. Okay. It's another beautiful color. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Look at that. Beautiful. Love it. Love that. These are really rich and saturated and pigmented colors. So if that's something you're looking for, I think Schmincke is not going to let you down. Looks like so far just every color is beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. Yep. Gonna add a little bit more water and see if this will wash out a bit. Too much water, as always. As always, try to pick that up with a dry brush. Actually, this looks okay. Is that Prussian blue? Yeah. Pretty. Pretty, pretty, pretty. Okay. Ultramarine Finest. Ultramarine. Still have some pigment on the brush. Just wanna, this is bothering me. Bothering me. Ugh. Okay, phthalo green. See how this is a little bit much. Let's pick some up and bring it over. Phthalo green. Got some green on there. Just sup that baby up. Okay. Transparent orange is next. Here we go. Okay, burnt sienna. Burnt sienna is next. Beautiful mixing color, nice neutral, good for landscape. And florals, if you are looking for maybe some stems with your florals, trees, lovely tree trunk color. I want some more pigment, that's what I want. Yeah. Feel like this one's a little bit weaker. I don't know. I mean, it's not unpigmented. It just seems a little bit weaker coming out of the pan. But let's see, maybe I just need to pick a little bit more up. There we go. Payne's Gray Bluish. See how that turns out? Oh, that's beautiful. It is quite blue for a Payne's Gray. Pretty blue. But that's what they told us. Time for some burnt umber. Coming up next. Beautiful brown, Another lovely option for trees. Always thinking of flowers, trees, but certainly would make a great chocolate bar. Flowers, trees, and food, that's me. Flowers, trees, and food. Last but not least, actually I don't even want to lighten this up. This is ivory black. Just gonna leave it be ivory black and see how that is. Nice deep color, good for tinting your shades. I like to have it in a palette, as I mentioned. And of course, it's up to you whether you want to add it in your palette or not. So just taking a look at these colors, finishing up, I really feel, and of course, I don't know anything as I've been open with, just happy to play. But I just really feel that these are lovely colors. This is probably not as good as this to show you. So look at those colors. Beautifully pigmented, a nice variety. They re-wet quite easily, and I'm excited to play with them. So thanks for hanging in there. I hope you enjoyed this unboxing swatching show, and I hope to see you again. Maybe next time we'll play with them. Have a great day. Bye bye, YouTube.